Welcome to Forecasting the Future's Weather Alert. This weather alert will include drenching rain all over the eastern part of the country and snow in the western half, maybe even into Texas. And this is in October. Let's get straight to it. First we have those big line of thunderstorms extending from Pennsylvania down into Texas and maybe even Mexico. Wow, this is a crazy storm. This is mostly because of a low front, and there's cold air on one side of it, which is the left side, and there's extremely warm air from the Gulf of Mexico up and over the eastern seaboard, and this cold air, warm air mix is perfect to create supercell thunderstorms and big lines of heavy rain. This is extremely slow moving, so people that are under the rain will get drenched. Not as bad as yesterday, and it'll diminish over time, but we'll see that later in my models. This model is a live map, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, newest model. And you see snow in the west, North Dakota, heaviest in the South Dakota area. Even Pierre getting a lot of snow there, maybe even some mixing in that night. Wyoming getting some, even Idaho getting a mix, and Colorado getting a little, but that'll be more into the next couple of days where you'll see that snow head downward. Let's get back to the eastern seaboard where you can see that heavy line of thunderstorms from Pennsylvania to Texas. Well, that's going to move all into Georgia tonight, and that will hit Georgia tomorrow, Virginia, the Carolinas, and that'll keep on going. And there's going to be some heavy rain over there. And remember, this is a slow moving, so watch out for some locally heavy rain. 1 to 2 inches is possible all around the eastern seaboard. 4 to 6 inches already fell in Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, even Nebraska. Alright, let's go to our next weather map. Shows the cool air when it's coming and the warm air. As you can see, Friday, cold air comes into the U.S., extending from Montana, North Dakota, Wyoming, and even the Dakotas. And then on Saturday, the extremely cold air will head down, extending from even the tip of Washington over into Wisconsin, maybe even Michigan. And on Sunday, you can see it extend from Washington all the way to Michigan, and this includes North Texas. And North Texas could see some snow. This is a very unusual event for this early in the season. Winter in October. As you can see on the eastern seaboard, on the other hand, right now, it's extremely warm. Dew points are in the 70s and 80s. Louisiana reported 81 dew point. That's crazy. This is like August, July, late July type of weather. This is not fall weather. Unbelievable. But that will pass as the cold air will move in. Colder air, not exactly that Arctic air that's from the north, but it'll come in definitely over the next week, and it'll major cool down next week. And maybe even some cold temperatures, even in California, a little southern Texas, and most of Illinois maybe will get some colder temperatures. And these temperatures, we're not talking about like 40s to 50s. These are like temperatures some places even in the negatives. Tomorrow I think it's Bismarck that will get -5 as a low. That has only happened a couple of times in October, this early. This is an amazing event. Amazing event. Maybe even once in a lifetime. I have no idea, but this is crazy. And then next up, you can see what's happening right now. That low front with those severe thunderstorms in the front and the cold air behind it. Now let's make this move. As you can see, severe thunderstorms are going to move into Georgia, and the low front is going to move downwards, but slowly over time, over a 2-day period. So watch out for that. Now let's see tomorrow's forecast radar. This is my GSF model, and I can see that snow swirling around that low front coming in from the west. Change the documentary front now, and swirling in Canada, but you can see that line of snow extending from Minnesota down into Colorado. Even New Mexico could report some snow in its tips, and maybe even some wintry mix in Texas. That's possible. There's a 30% chance of that happening. This is our final model, so tune in for more. And as you can see, that low front going to the Atlantic and toward Europe, and as you can see, the rain is diminishing, but there is some heavy rain that will still be there. Heavy thunderstorms could still be possible from Texas to Newfoundland. As you can see at the top, more toward Maine, you can see that heavier rain, but no winter mix there yet, as the cold air hasn't moved in. The cold air has moved in where that low front has, but not yet in the northeast. Now, 48-day model, you can see the low front has extended from Oregon all the way to New York. Now, this means the Arctic air is coming in. Extremely cold temperatures. Wintry mix in New York is possible. Wintry mix in Pennsylvania, New York, and Vermont is possible. Maybe accumulations up to 1 inch. We're not sure about that. This model might be a little obscured, but this is my average model. This is like averaging out every other model. And as you can see, it's not reporting any snow up into the northeast, but I believe that this will happen, and it's fast moving. And it's like a swirl, like a hurricane, kind of. And maybe New York might see a snowflake or two, but I doubt it right now. But maybe, just maybe. Tune in for more, please. And let's get into a little autumn. Autumn's coming in, and you could see major foliage this weekend in all over the northern part of the U.S., from Maine down into Texas, up into Oregon. Autumn colors are blooming, so watch out for that. Thank you. This is Forecasting the Future with your weather alert. Tune in for more. See you later.